Good morning, ma'am. I'm Alejo Allen and I'm going to present my work. This is titled a Forensic Chemistry and Toxicology Exercise. First, proper procedures of securing physical evidence. Number one, materials. This is the materials for the procedure. There are police line, envelope, the materials for tagging the evidence, tape, and alcohol face mask, and so on. Second is cordon the area to prevent people from getting into an area by putting a line of people or objects around or in front of police cordon of the street. Next is make a photograph. Photograph is used to make positive identification, but casting impression provides the best evidence. Next, tag all evidence. All evidence collected at the crime scene should be tagged. If the item cannot be tagged, then it should be labeled or marked. Next, gather evidence properly. Collect evidence correctly. Preserve each specimen separately. Use and change gloves often. Avoid coughing or sneezing during the collection. Use appropriate tools such as cotton tip, applicators, sterile, water, cardboard swab, cardboard swab boxes, separate paper bags and envelopes to prevent cross-contamination of samples. Next, next is submit into laboratory. The next slide was stage of chain of custody. There are police gives evidence to foreign technician to remove the knife into container, collects fingerprint and other evidence, present weapon and place of the knife along the evidence collected from it back into the sealed container. Second is forensic technician get the result of evidence. Last, police technician preserve all the documents and findings. A variety of methods exist to protect records to physically and ensure their stability and security. After a stage of chain of custody, they have securing evidence victims from blast sites. First, prepare all necessary things, like what I said before, like materials before. Second, you need to cordon the area to prevent people from getting into an area by putting a line of people or objects around or in front of police cordon of the street. Next, tag all evidences. All, evidence, all evidence collected at the crime scene should be tagged. If the item cannot be tagged, then it should be labeled or marked, like what you can see on the teacher I put. Take a photograph. Photograph is used to make positive identification, but casting of impression provides the best evidence. Next is document all possible circumstances. The information being gathered will be document what evidence has been moved. Gather properly the evidence. Collect evidence correctly. Preserve each specimen separately. Use and change the gloves often. Avoid coughing or sneezing during the collection. Use appropriate tools such as cotton tip, applicators, sterile water, cardboard swab box, separate paper bags, and envelopes to prevent cross-contamination of samples. Next is tag and preserve evidence. All Piece of evidence collected at the crime scene should be tagged. If the item cannot be tagged, it should be labeled or marked. And the last in securing evidence was submit evidence to laboratory. Evidence may be submitted to local or state forensic laboratories. And the last for is procedure of paraffin test. The first procedure in paraffin test was heat the wax. Next, clean the hand with running water. Next procedure, put the pan into clean paper. After that, cover the hand with paraffin wax. In the fifth, continue to cover the hand by paraffin wax. Put a cotton above the hands. And the last, put the test into envelope. And that is my work. That that is the forensic chemistry and toxicology exercise. Thank you, ma'am, for watching.